Howdy YouTube, I got an ultralight, supposedly, I don't know if I'd quite call it ultralight, but it's a lightweight tent. It doesn't have any poles in it. You use a trekking pole to keep it up. So anyway, I'm going to set this up real quick. Not very bright out today, so hopefully you can see what's going on. About 34 degrees out and we got a really stiff wind, so good time to try it. Let's go. This is my first impressions video of the River Country Products ultra lightweight tent. I believe they just call it tent version 1.0. It's kind of a teepee type shaped tent, and I spent months researching this before deciding to buy this. They did not send me this product. Bought it with my own money, not associated with them in any way. And I just have to say, my first impression of this tent is I'm amazed by it. I did not expect such a quality tent for only $45. I did not attach the guy ropes as you see them here, just because today this is for demonstration. But on a windy day, normal setting, I would definitely do that too. One of the things I really liked about this tent is it has a porch, I guess you could call it. A little spot to put your gear, and the sleeping area is separate from that. Also, I like the pyramid shape, kind of a sort of teepee shape going on here. I think that'll work a lot better for out here on the plains of Kansas where we have lots of wind. Also, I like the idea of it not having poles that are dedicated to it. You don't even need a pole, actually. Up on top here, there's a big loop through that, and it looks like it's sewed in really well. So you can attach it to a tree branch, or if you had some, wanted to put some tree branches, make your own tripod, teepee frame on the outside, something, you could do that too. I mean, I think this thing has a lot of potential than just a regular setup. It's got dual attaching straps here, so if you want to hook up this side and then go in and out that side, or like I have it, I hook up this side and then go in and out this side, right? So does that make sense to you? Go either way, depending on which way the wind's blowing, right? And then the back side there, you can adjust the tension on that and get that closer to your tent or further away from the tent. By the tent, I mean the inside mesh in here. So it opens up. Oh yeah, there's a loop there. I didn't see that. I might need to reread the instructions there. Probably want that. Yeah, you want that to be staked down so you can open this thing. You can change this back here to get a different draft. I'll lay down in it. I am right at 6 foot tall. So my feet are just touching that and laying down. A little bit of headroom. If I hooked up the guy wires, I could pull that out a little bit better. Stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, decent sized in here. Obviously not super roomy, but the pole goes up into this area, and that it looks like it is really sewed together well. They've got that really super reinforced. And I have the pole just a little bit further away from the tent here than what I probably should have. And you can see, like, the seams are sealed somehow. The anchor loops are really doubled over and extra stitched. I mean, that is some serious stitching in there. And they're all doubled over. All these seams come together in here. Everything is pulled together. Where the guy ropes tie in, they've got that reinforced with extra material, and they don't just have like a little loop going into the material. They go from a loop to this big triangle. And you see that? That whole triangle is on there, and then they sew that entire triangle in. So I mean, that really spreads that out. I'm just blown away by the construction of this thing. The one thing that might be a little bit of a drawback with it is you are very dependent on the stakes holding this thing in place. But out here in Kansas, The soil is usually excellent for putting in stakes. If you're on rocky terrain, well, you're going to be tying it to rocks. If you're on sand, you're probably going to be making some dead man or something to anchor this thing in position. You're very, very dependent on the stakes. But it sets up insanely fast. How many tents that you get actually come with folding instructions? I mean, oh, I have to read this to you. I think the people over at River Country Products have a sense of humor. On regarding tips on dealing with condensation. Tip number 1, don't quit breathing. The average person breathes out an entire pint of water each night while sleeping. While not breathing would do more than all the remaining tips combined to reduce condensation, we don't recommend it. Alright, so we'll be seeing more of this tent in the future. But like I said, first impression, I'm totally impressed by it.